All right, you've made it to Module 2. So, Module 2 is going to focus on a couple different things. We're going to learn about the history of aphasia. Okay, so that'll include learning about some of the early founders of aphasia and in aphasia research. We're going to go back all the way to early civilizations. So, if you are a history buff, this module will be interesting for you. After we go over a little bit of that history and foundation of aphasia, we're going to talk about the house model. Okay, so the house model of aphasia is a tool that you can use to kind of start understanding the different subtypes of aphasia and their characteristics. The house model is pretty cool because instead of having to memorize a bunch of facts and memorize this type of aphasia has deficits in this, and this, and this type of aphasia has deficits in this, it really is a tool. So it's a tool that you can use to start understanding different characteristics of aphasia that will help kind of guide you to an aphasia type. So it'll make a lot more sense once you hear and watch it explained by Dr. Rogalski. Um, but it is a really helpful tool. So the other thing that you're going to learn about in this module is different etiologies of aphasia. So that just means the source of aphasia. So why does somebody get aphasia? It could be from a stroke, it could be from a brain injury, it could be from a brain tumor. So you'll learn a little bit about that. So the different ways or the different things that can happen in someone's brain that results in aphasia. And then the other kind of cool thing in this module that we have, courtesy of Professor Shaylin Kirby, is a patient interview. So you're going to get to listen to somebody talk about her experience with having a brain tumor and the different communication, language, cognitive side effects that occurred to her. So it's really important to have this patient perspective, right? Or this individual perspective. I think whether you want to be a clinician, like a speech language pathologist or an audiologist, or whether you want to be a researcher or go into something else related to this field, I think that having this individual perspective of someone's experience with aphasia is really, really important. It's essential for us to understand how it impacts people so we can start to understand ways that we can research and practice to make life better, to make communication and quality of life better for people who experience aphasia. So that information from that interview will be on your quiz this week. Okay, so you have a quiz, and the quiz this week is worth 10 points instead of 5 points. Okay, because it includes questions about that patient interview. So that'll be one of your required assignments for the week. And then you're also going to have an aphasia labeling assignment that you're going to have to turn in. Okay, so those are your requirements for submission. And you also have readings and videos this week. I would actually recommend that you watch the videos first, the video lectures, and then you go through and do the reading because I think the video lectures are really going to, I don't know, just point stuff out in a very clear and concise way. And then the reading is going to help bulk up that understanding. So same as last week, go through, listen as many times as you want, read as many times as you want, even if it's just one paragraph that's not quite making sense. Read it a couple times or highlight or make notes. And please, please, please reach out if you have any questions or if you want to talk anything through. We are here to help. So good luck with the material this week. And yep, please stay in touch if you need us. All right, talk soon. Enjoy.